The night of July 16, 2025, brought a wave of sorrow across Poland, as the beloved cabaret star Joanna Kołaczkowska, a radiant force in Polish comedy, passed away at the age of 59. Known for her sharp wit, infectious laughter, and unforgettable characters with Cabaret Robbie, Joanna's death after a battle with an aggressive form of cancer left a void in the hearts of fans, friends, and fellow artists. Her colleagues at Cabaret Robbie shared the heartbreaking news on social media, writing, "Our Asia fought bravely, with dignity and hope, but the miracle we believed in did not happen." From her humble beginnings in Polkowice to becoming a cornerstone of Polish cabaret, Joanna's life was a tapestry of humor, resilience, and humanity. Her legacy, woven through decades of laughter and emotional honesty, continues to inspire. Today, we're diving into Joanna Kołaczkowska's cause of death, age, family, lifestyle, net worth, and biography, to celebrate a woman who turned life's absurdities into art and touched millions with her radiant smile. Joanna Dorota Kołaczkowska, born Joanna Chuda on June 22, 1966, in Polkowice, Poland, grew up in the nearby town of Lublin, where her roots shaped her grounded yet vibrant spirit. Her family carried a deep connection to the Lwow region, a cultural heritage that influenced her storytelling. Joanna's early life was marked by loss. Her father passed away when she was just 5, leaving her mother, an accountant at the mining works company in Lublin, to raise Joanna and her older sister, Agnieszka, with the support of extended family. In a 2019 interview with Gazeta Prawna, Joanna recalled her childhood curiosity, often hiding behind curtains to eavesdrop on adult conversations, a habit that later fueled her knack for capturing human quirks in her comedy. As a young girl, she was active and artistic, performing with a folk dance group and practicing figure and speed skating, activities that hinted at her boundless energy. Her mother's strength as a single parent became a cornerstone of Joanna's resilience, and she often spoke of her gratitude for her family's unwavering support, as noted in her biography on en.biographykind.com. Joanna's path to stardom began in an unlikely place, a technical school for gardening in Glasgow, followed by a 2-year teaching program in Legnica. She later graduated with a degree in cultural educational pedagogy from the Higher School of Pedagogy in Zielona Góra, but her true education came from life and instinct. Encouraged by Adam Nowak of the band Raz, DWA, TRZY, she stepped into the world of cabaret in 1988 with Cabaret Drugi Garnitur. The group disbanded a year later, but Joanna found her calling with Kabaret Potem, where she spent a decade from 1989 to 1999, creating sketches that became cultural touchstones for a generation of Poles. In 1994, she co-founded the independent film company AOE with her Kabaret Potem colleagues, directing and starring in low-budget films like Robin Hood, The Fourth Arrow, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, as well as her own project, Nakrasini. Her work with AOE showcased her versatility, blending humor with heartfelt storytelling, as detailed on filmweb.pl. When Kabaret Potem ended in 1999, Joanna's career was far from over, she was just getting started. In 2002, Joanna co-founded Cabaret Robbie with Dariusz Kamis, Lukasz Peach, and Tomasz Major, a group that would become a pillar of Polish comedy. Robbie's sketches, like Egzamin and Anka, were beloved for their absurd humor and emotional depth, resonating with millions. Joanna's ability to transform in seconds, from a whimsical Red Riding Hood to a formidable diva, earned her the title of Poland's brightest smile, as Artur Andrus called her in a tribute reported by nationalworld.com. Her performances in the improvised TV series Spadkobiercy, where she played the iconic Doran, brought her to living rooms across Poland. Beyond the stage, Joanna was a radio star, hosting shows like Concert Zixin on Radio Nowy Świat with Wojciech Maleczkat and creating the crime comedy series Porucznik Jagoda HYC. Her 2019 recital, Paczek W. Masel, and her podcast, Moi Sie, with Simon Majewski showcased her range, blending music, wit, and introspection. She also lent her voice to animated films like Finding Dory, Coco, and Wish, bringing her warmth to younger audiences, as noted on filmweb.pl. Joanna's personal life was as rich as her professional one, centered around her daughter, Hania, born in 2000, whom she cherished above all. She navigated 2 divorces, including one from her first husband, surnamed Matisik, but maintained respectful relationships with her ex-husbands, prioritizing Hania's well-being. Her sister, Agnieszka, married Dariusz Kamis, Joanna's longtime collaborator in Cabaret Robbie, creating a unique blend of family and professional bonds. Joanna was private about her romantic life, but her openness about her struggles with mental health and cancer added depth to her public persona. In a 2019 Gazeta Prana interview, she revealed a past battle with melanoma, diagnosed during her 4th month of pregnancy with Hania. The experience left her with cancerophobia, a paralyzing fear of cancer, leading to frequent medical tests and a visit to a psychologist to manage her anxiety. "I was terrified, not just for me but for my child," she said, reflecting on the despair of that time. Her candor about these struggles, shared on Medanit.pl, endeared her to fans who saw her as both a comedic genius and a deeply human figure. Joanna's lifestyle was a balance of creativity and simplicity, rooted in her love for art and connection. Based in Warsaw, she lived modestly, pouring her energy into her work and family. Her net worth, estimated at $500,000 to $1 million by sources like mabum.com, came from Cabaret Robbie performances, radio hosting, film projects, and her book, Robbie Duskim Tak. She earned additional income from guest appearances and voice acting, but Joanna was never one for extravagance. Her days were filled with rehearsals, writing, and mentoring younger artists, often collaborating with peers like Hannes Lasinska and Maciej Stur. She was active on social media, sharing glimpses of her life, like her final Instagram post on April 20, 2025, wishing fans a joyful Easter with Cabaret Robbie, as reported by pudelec.pl. Even as her health declined, she supported causes close to her heart, including a fundraiser for Julek, the paralyzed son of friends, sharing the campaign's link with her followers, peronet.pl. Her home was filled with personal treasures, photos, trinkets, and an oil painting that she worried about preserving, as she shared in a poignant pomponike.pl interview, reflecting her attachment to life's small but meaningful details. Joanna's battle with cancer began to dominate her life in early 2025. In April, Cabaret Robbie announced she was fighting an aggressive form of cancer, though the specific type was never disclosed, as noted on zdroe.inturia.pl. She withdrew from public performances to focus on treatment, which included exhaustive medical interventions. Her previous melanoma diagnosis during pregnancy had left her with a deep fear of recurrence, and this new battle tested her resilience. Fans and artists rallied around her, organizing 3 special, Potmo Piosenki, concerts in May with performers like Artur Andrus, Janusz Radek, and Maciej Stur, and a June charity concert, Dla CB Moglbym Zrobić Wszystko, at Warsaw's Teacher Spokesesny, as reported by pl.wikipedia.org. Despite raising significant funds, the treatments couldn't halt the disease's progression. On July 17, 2025, Joanna passed away peacefully, surrounded by Hania, Agnieszka, Dariusz Kamis, and close friends, as Cabaret Robbie shared in a statement quoted by mabum.com. The news sparked nationwide mourning, with fans on X, like at Jowit_W_, writing, "She made me laugh until I cried. Now she'll make the angels laugh." The outpouring of grief was profound. Magda Umer, who was set to perform with Joanna, called her a champion of the absurd, per pomponike.pl, while fans on X, like at Robert_Foxer, praised her unrepeatable scenic reflex. Her sketches, viewed by millions, became a cornerstone of Polish humor, avoiding politics and religion to focus on universal human truths, as she explained in an interview cited by mabum.com, "We never prey on misfortune or touch sensitive topics. We want our comedy to be timeless." Her theater work, including roles in Stanislaw Times, Zanis Wykodza na Asfalt, and Kobieta z Witakiem na Teraz, showcased her dramatic range, per kobita.rp.pl. Joanna's legacy lives on in Hania, her collaborators, and the countless fans who cherished her ability to find joy in life's absurdities. Her book and films with Aoi remain cultural treasures, and plans for a foundation in her name to support young artists are in discussion, though details are private, as noted by nationalworld.com. Joanna Kołaczkowska's life was a celebration of laughter and heart. From a curious girl in Lublin to a cabaret legend, she turned personal struggles into universal stories that resonated across generations. Her love for her daughter, Hania, her bond with her sister, Agnieszka, and her commitment to her craft defined her as much as her iconic sketches. Her battle with cancer, fought with the same courage she brought to the stage, showed her unbreakable spirit. At 59, she left too soon, but her laughter echoes in every performance, every fan's memory, and every moment she made brighter. If Joanna's story has touched you, if her humor has lifted your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Let's keep her radiant smile alive, honoring the woman who made Poland laugh and cry. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Joanna Kołaczkowska. Until next time, keep laughing, keep loving, and keep her spirit close.